Technology and sleep. So the first topic that we're going to cover is screen time and blue light. And when we think about blue light, the exposure from electronic devices such as your mobile phone, your tablet, your computer, your television, whether you're watching Netflix or something on Amazon Prime, that can really disrupt sleep by suppressing the production of melatonin, which we now know is produced by the pineal gland. So melatonin specifically is a hormone that helps to regulate our sleep-wake cycle. Especially in the evening, exposure to this blue light, I've almost created a diagram where we can see lightning hitting the retina, goes to the optic nerve, and it hits parts of the brain which tells our brain and our body to wake up. But if we have blue light exposure in the evening when the sun is setting, that can delay the onset of sleep, and it can actually shorten the total sleep duration and reduce your overall sleep quality. Now, engaging in screen time activities close to bedtime can actually further impact your sleep. So checking emails, browsing social media, watching videos, YouTube videos, or even trainings, that can stimulate the brain, making it difficult to unwind and relax before sleep. Now, the mental engagement from these activities, whether you're endless scrolling to buy a birthday gift or you're catching up on your favorite YouTuber, that is going to prolong the time it takes to fall asleep and actually contribute towards poorer sleep quality throughout the night, because the body cannot produce melatonin and serotonin to be able to get a good night's sleep. It thinks it's still in a wake cycle. So in my opinion, to promote a better sleep hygiene, it is advisable to limit your exposure to blue light in the evening by using devices with blue light filters, grab some blue light blockers, avoiding screens altogether, at least 1 hour before bedtime. When we actually establish a relaxing bedtime routine, for me, I call it the rule of 3. You have a hot shower or a hot bath. You then change your clothing, so getting out of work clothes into some pajamas or something comfortable, and then setting up your bedroom for success, so blackout curtains, white noise machine, or perhaps even just dimming the lights. That is going to help to signal to the brain and the body that it's time to wind down, it's time to prepare for sleep, and it's going to improve your overall sleep health and well-being. No supplement is going to fix that for you. It simply comes down to routine. So there are a few apps that you can use to track your sleep, but also monitor your sleep. And wearable technology is becoming even more so important nowadays with the latest smartwatches and also fitness trackers, because they pretty much play a significant role in monitoring your sleep pattern and offering insights into sleep quality. Something that I use specifically is called Sleep Cycle, which you can download on the iOS or the Android store. And essentially it tracks metrics like sleep duration, stages of sleep, which we've talked about, and also interruptions. So when you actually wake up, what was the cause of waking up? And it's going to provide you with valuable data to actually identify potential sleep issues. Now, there was a type of technology, wearable technology, which is called an Oura Ring, which I had for a period of time, which pretty much goes in and breaks down exactly when you wake up, when you fall asleep, when you hit REM sleep, and it actually gives you a score as well. Now, the positives of that is it gives you a readiness questionnaire and a readiness score to tell you, well, hey, you're fully recovered, or actually the next day you're partially recovered. And the downside of that is that you may actually feel 100%, but the data has told you that you're only partially recovering. So that could impact your mental well-being, thinking, okay, maybe I take it a little bit easier in the gym today, or even more so, maybe I just pull back on what I was working towards, so cardio, steps, resistance training. When we actually analyze this information, wearable technology can actually help us to make informed decisions to improve our sleep habits, such as adjusting bedtime routines, so whether we're getting that crisp 7 to 9 hours per evening, and even our sleep environment as well. And when we actually take a look at these sleep apps, you can actually sync it to the FitCoach app, and it's going to enhance your sleep quality by offering various features like guided meditation, soothing white noise, sleep tracking capabilities, and it's going to assist in relaxation before sleep and actually provide you with detailed feedback of your sleep patterns. But again, integrating this wearable technology, using sleep apps and actually adding it into your daily routine can actually empower you to take proactive steps towards optimizing your sleep health. So social media and mental stimulation. When we actually engage on social media before bed, that will indefinitely have a significant impact on your sleep quality due to the potential for mental stimulation and emotional impact when you see your favorite influencer, or perhaps you're scrolling and there's a trigger post. Now, activities like scrolling through social media actually provoke emotions like stress, excitement, anxiety, and that can actually interfere with your ability to relax and sleep easily. And that's why we end up doom scrolling for the next hour or two. Now, the constant stream of information and interactions can keep the mind active and alert when it should be winding down, producing melatonin, getting a good night's sleep. Also, social media can actually contribute towards comparison and feelings of inadequacy, especially in the health and fitness space. If you do see someone that's in better shape, and when we actually see these posts of images and people living the lives that we want to live, ultimately that can actually trigger some negative emotions as well, leading to increased anxiety. Why have I not achieved that? Or even self-doubt. So this emotional response can actually further disrupt sleep patterns and affect your overall mental well-being. So what I do recommend is to promote better sleep hygiene. Personally, I actually leave my mobile phone downstairs. I got two. One for work and one for personal. It just makes it easier to differentiate instead of having it all in one place. And I actually leave both phones downstairs, and I use something called a Lumi lamp, which we'll get onto a little bit later. But in terms of like social media, I set boundaries, I have cut-off times, and that way it creates a wind down routine that actually excludes screen time and incorporates calming activities like reading. I absolutely love reading, and also relaxation exercises as well, such as mindfulness or even just breathing exercises as well. So please do consider when you are using social media, especially that mental stimulation before bed, because that is going to support better sleep quality and overall mental health when we differentiate between different types of activity. Notifications and interruptions. So when we've got device notifications on loud, that can pose a significant challenge to sleep quality by interrupting our sleep and actually delaying the onset of sleep. For example, I used to sleep with my notifications on, and my clients would reach out late stages in the evening, and it would be that constant reminder of work. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love coaching my clients and I absolutely love getting them results. But again, it's differentiating between when we are working, when we are sleeping, when we're eating, and ultimately when we're playing. So the continuous influx of alerts, even emails as well, messages, app notifications, that can actually disrupt falling asleep and staying asleep. And this comes down to alarms as well. I don't use a mobile alarm. I use my Lumi lamp, or even just have the radio. Even if notifications do not fully wake you up, they can actually disturb deeper sleep stages, leading to a less restful night overall. Even just having that sound and you're in a deep sleep can actually affect your brainwaves. So that's something to consider. Now, to mitigate the impact of device notifications on sleep, you do have helpful features, especially on iPhone, like night mode, do not disturb settings. So you don't have to go out your way and put your mobile phones downstairs. I just like doing that. I don't have any mobile phones or technology in the bedroom, no TVs whatsoever. And again, that's for me specifically. Night mode actually helps to reduce the emission of blue light. It's got a filter on it, which again, that blue light, if it hits the retina, the optic nerve, that is going to interfere with melatonin production and actually disrupt circadian rhythms. And this feature helps to create a more conducive environment for sleep by minimizing the stimulating effects of that blue light exposure. Now, when you've got disturb settings turned off, you can actually silence your notifications during your designated sleep hours. So let's say you go to bed at 9 o'clock and you wake up at 5 a.m., you can actually set it for that. So if you're someone that jumps into bed, let's say an hour before, 8 o'clock, from 8 till 9, let's say using your mobile phone, then 9 till 5, you've got it on disturb, do not disturb. And that way, by enabling those features, you can actually reduce the potential disruptions from device notifications and support better sleep hygiene. Now, establishing a technology-free wind-down period, again, just differentiate between types of activity when you're using a mobile phone, when you're eating, when you're sleeping, before bed. That's going to promote relaxation, actually improve the likelihood of a restful night's sleep. So getting on to something that I've been talking about over the last couple of slides, smart home devices, including smart lights and also thermostats, they do offer innovative ways to optimize the sleep environment, and they can actually be programmed to enhance sleep hygiene by creating conditions for rest. For example, smart lights, things like a Philips bulb or even a Philips Hue, or even just a Lumi lamp, so that's spelled L-U-M-I. You can get one on Amazon, I think maybe they're a couple £100. They actually help to gradually dim in the evening, and it signals the body to prepare for sleep by mimicking natural sunset. Now that's really important, especially in the winter months, because you have less exposure to vitamin D. And less exposure to vitamin D, it's not going to be able to regulate your circadian rhythm. You also have like smart thermostats as well to adjust room temperature to a comfortable level. Even just sleeping with the fan on can massively help promote better sleep quality. And then the sound of machines, white noise, they play a crucial role in improving your sleep by masking disruptive noises that can disturb sleep, and also the continuity of your sleep stages. So these devices overall are going to massively improve your sleep quality and also help to create a more tranquil sleep environment that is conducive to relaxation and uninterrupted rest. And then we got balanced technology and sleep. So to improve your overall sleep quality, here are just some of the tips and tricks that I recommend that's going to help with your bedtime routine. So limit screen time before bed, ideally an hour before. Again, differentiating your environment. Using night mode, so you don't have to go to the extreme of putting your mobile phone or technology downstairs. If you do, it's a game changer, trust me. But if you're someone that is still using a mobile phone in the evening, especially when you go to bed, enable blue light filters on your device during evening hours, and then set a bedtime routine. Very, very simple. You might realize that just getting into that routine is going to help to wake the body up at the same time and go to sleep at the same time. Whilst that might seem like a struggle, trust me, for the first 2 weeks it probably will be, because your body's just syncing, it's just adjusting. It's almost like uploading a YouTube video. Again, it has to go through all of those stages to be synchronized onto that platform, and then once it's got all of the data, it will then post it. It's the same with regulating your sleep. Again, we break it down into stages. Your body gets used to those stages to get used to producing those hormones to get a good night's sleep, melatonin, and then when you wake up as well with the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Think about your bed. Invest in a quality mattress, invest in quality pillows as well. Do you have a winter duvet and a summer duvet? Do you sleep with the fan on? Do you have blackout curtains, blackout blinds? Do you have a Lumi lamp? All of these things really do add up, and it can massively improve your quality of sleep. And sleep is seriously the number one underrated tool for fat loss, weight loss, muscle building, and overall longevity and health. And then finally, manage notifications. Have do not disturb on, or again, switch your mobile phone off, pop it on airplane mode if that's something that will help you.